Yep. Back at it again. And yes, this is me. Right? Hello. The name's Goldie58. And so we had some comments about some have theirs working of the Vivitar capture card. I did 2 videos trying to explain. Whoops. I dropped the card. Really? I really dropped the card, did I? Come here, you. Yeah, so I had explained and tried to do a tutorial about setting up the Vivitar capture card. And some people couldn't get their audios going, some couldn't get their video going, and some probably just using a splitter to try to get the video going for both the computer and the TV. And so here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm doing a hands-on setup, which is what I'm doing right now. So everybody could try to get the gist of it, of the idea of how they should get everything set up for when they start doing their little gaming and streaming and stuff like that, or recording. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right to it. So first of all, we are using the OBS, most commonly used program that everybody uses for streaming or recording their gameplay and stuff like that. Got your little screen back here in the back, and down here you got your scenes and what you could have this organized to whatever games systems that you're using or games that you plan on. For this scene here, we're gonna do a capture card. We're gonna rename this here the, I don't know, Nintendo Switch or whatever system that you have. So OBS is a really good program for everybody to use for streaming and recording and stuff. The whole works for whatever they want to do with it. Me personally, I use XSplit Broadcaster, which is actually this that I'm currently using right now, that you see recording in the background. Almost similar to OBS. You got your scenes over here this time, though, for this. And then if you want to add a new scene, you click on this plus button right here. And then for all your sources, you go down here to add sources. And then you add the same thing just like you would do for OBS. You got your desktop capture, which you could capture the whole screen of the desktop or certain application that is running right now. You got your game capture. Not sure what this purpose is this for. It's supposed to detect games on your computer that you have installed on here. I personally never use this. I always go to desktop and go to any one of the apps that's running in the background. You got your camera and capture card devices here. This is where you set up everything for your webcam to your capture card devices, and probably other devices as well that you add to it as well. And you got your audio devices. I personally don't use this as well because I use the built-in, but if I have to, I would use any one of these devices for a microphone, and then you can set it up the same way as you would do for the audio mixer and stuff like that as well. And then you got all the other options you could choose from the adding text to the web page. The web page, it would be like something, let's say for instance, probably see the little chat box on the side, on the left side of it. So with that, you're able to add your link of the chat box on the side. You just click on web page. You click on the URL. Copy the URL for the chat, like from Streamlabs and stuff like that. You copy your URL for your chat box, enter that here, hit OK, and then your box will show up just like this. All other sources, you got your video file. Never use that. Video network. This is from something for streaming something online from a different URL that's embedded and stuff like that. I don't personally use that. And also MP stream, just like how we doing right now with the stream button going on. Of course, your audio file, image, all the other stuff. Then you got your widgets down here for different type of platform. You got your Facebook widget, Twitch widget, YouTube, and all the other stuff. But we're not talking about XSplit. We're talking about OBS, the setup, the most commonly used program that everybody uses here. So I have here in my hand the capture card right here. Everybody probably can't see it, but yeah. So yeah, this is the capture card that I use to stream my games. For one thing, that I had just recently streamed Super Mario RPG on this channel here. Probably check it out. I did pretty much, I think I did around about 4 or 5 stream on there. So feel free to check it out if you want to. This is the capture card that we use. And also this is the extended dongle right here that is used for the capture card. This is a Type-C to USB dongle, which is plugged in for the capture card. Just like so. So now this is set up. I pretty much use this because I don't use the USB part just to have it dangling outside of the PC. Like if you was to connect it like this and stuff like that, then you have your capture card, or maybe lay down flat like that. And then you have your HDMI plug up into the back of this. Is that sometimes the weight of the HDMI could actually bend your USB like this, and you pretty much don't want that. So it's pretty good to use this, or maybe if you have a USB to a USB extended cord, and you could do it like that as well. Also, make sure it's compatible for your computer to where it could actually pick up and powerful enough to pick up. We have here the HDMI splitter. Also, this is the capture card here. See, you can find this at Walmart. Vivitar HDMI to USB video converter. Oh, I ain't got this thing switch over. I ain't see it if I ain't got it switch over, right? All right. So here's the capture card. About this at Walmart. Got it for $19.98. I think the first time I got it before they probably raised the price up, it's around about $15. I would say. Yep, but this is the capture card right here. The USB, the HDMI input right there with the dongle, the Type-C dongle to USB. And for me to actually, you can probably see in the background right here, I got the game running right now. It's already hooked up to the splitter that I have, which is this right here. This is the ON brand. This is the cheap brand of the HDMI splitter. But don't look like that cheap though, because $29.88. But this is actually really pretty good splitter here for this type of device here. So you got your 4 outputs, which is 2 on the outside. You got your input in the middle, directly in the middle, and the other 2. And then you got your power output. Now, this power output, you can actually hook this, if you have a USB to type, what is that? A micro USB? Yeah, that's a micro USB. So if you have a USB to micro USB, you can actually plug this up on your Nintendo Switch as your power source, and put your HDMI splitter close enough to it, and do your setup just like how you would. Put your output to the TV and the other output to your computer, and your game will go into the middle, which is the input. This is your main source of where it picks up the game. Make sure it's powered on too. So you put the game into directly in the middle into the input, and you can put your output into HDMI to any other outputs here, and then you put your one of the outputs into the TV, and your other output into your computer, which is actually the capture card that you're going to be using. So we got that explained about the splitter and the use of the Vivitar capture card. Now we're going to go ahead and set this up. So we have our Nintendo Switch scene here, going to be seen as default. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and plug this up to my computer, actually a laptop. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. Where is that? Is this you back here? Oh, right here. Come on, baby, get in. There we go. Yeah. Ding. All right. So we got that plug in. Now what we're gonna do is try to find the device and make sure that it's working. So after you got your Nintendo Switch theme here or any other device, mind me with the name. I'm gonna go with Nintendo Switch, okay? And you probably go with PlayStation, Xbox, whatever that you have. We're gonna go over here to the sources right next door to it. Now, we're gonna go here to the plus. We're gonna go to video capture device here, which is you can see right here. Got all the other stuff, but then in this case here we're going to video capture device. This will pick up this will find the device that we got plugged into the computer. We're gonna name this Vivitar capture card. Name it anything that you want. Don't matter. Naming this wouldn't matter, but it would be good to actually have this so you can know what is what and keep it organized. All right, we hit OK. Once you hit OK, it should automatically pick this up. The device here is USB video, and it should automatically pick this up. So once you see this whole color screen, the TV color screen like that, it's working. But if you don't see this, then maybe you have to do some little deactivate and probably activate it again to make sure. If not, you could probably configure it. But not this type of configure here. Let's see. Okay, so it won't be configure video and computer crossbar because those not gonna matter anyway. You can actually change your resolution types. Go to custom. When you go to custom, this should lit up. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, default. I think this still working or no. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yep, go to custom. That lights up. Okay, that's right. And you see how it just blank out right now. So really, there's nothing going on. Let's see, we tried deactivate and activate again, nothing happened. So we're gonna go down here, we're gonna go to resolution. Click on the box. This is a type text box here. So in case you try to click it and no drop down come down, you have to actually click on the arrow. We're gonna choose a resolution that fits for this, which actually 2 resolution. I think all the other resolution would work if we did 1360, 768, yeah, it works. So in this case we're gonna go to 1080. Okay, full 1080. Sometime maybe resize to the side, to the bar and stuff like that. Border, I mean. All right, down here we can have the matching FPS of the output. You can actually choose your own. And we'll do the 60 FPS because usually when you do recording or streaming on the games and stuff like that, you're basically using the 60 FPS, and you pretty much want good quality of the game. Me personally, I usually use 720 if sometime my connection around. I'm in a truck. You probably see in the background right now. I'm in a truck. All right, so I am in a truck. I am currently at work outside. Yeah, so I'm in an 18-wheeler. I will show it, but I'll probably just... Yep. What's that? Oh, the background. All right, so we have here our Vivitar capture card here, all set up. We can set the custom resolution to whatever you want. If you want 1080p for fine graphics and stuff like that, 720 also as well is good too. For HD, 1080 for FHD. If I'm right, if I'm wrong about that, you probably leave in the comments and say what 720 is and what 1080 is. To me, I think 720 is just a HD, and 1080 is a FHD, full high definition. And for up to 480 to, but pretty much 480, I think is what I've seen as the third option. If you're going on YouTube and change the quality setting, it would be the SD, which is standard definition. Yep. But anyway, so set up to your highest resolution. You got your FPS set up to 60. Video format say any, but we just leave it as default. Color space as default. Color range as default. Buffering, you can do an auto detect or enable. Buffering here is like, can you not click on this? Really? Huh. Well, anyway, I leave it on auto detect. Audio output mode. Now, here's some things that some people will probably have little problems of because they can't pick up the sound of capture card sometimes. Now, audio output mode capture audio only. If you want to actually hear the audio, now it will capture the audio, but you will see it down here. You see right down here, it adds the audio automatically at the bottom of the screen, the audio mix. So what you're gonna do here is that you see Vivitar capture card in the bar right here. If for some reason that you probably don't see this and probably gray it out like that or something like that, make sure you see this speaker here and then change it back to the color bars, and that's where you can see this. And sometimes if you don't see that, I'll show you that in a minute. So your audio output, you may not hear it over the computer, but don't fret that the audio is working. All right, so don't worry about the audio part. It is working. It's going over to your stream. You probably have to pick up another device or something like that to actually and go to your live stream, or you probably have to record a little bit and then check your recording of your video file to make sure that the audio is going through. And then you got that set up. All right. So now we got our capture card set up. You got your USB video, which is that capture card that you see right now with this color screen. The HDMI is not plugged into my device yet. That's why you see this color screen. So if you see this color, hey, no, wait, I didn't mean to do that. If you do see this color screen, then you're good to go to make sure to hook up your HDMI to your card. All right. So like I said, in the background back here, in my back, that you see back here in the back, I gotta find my mouse. That you see, my game is actually on right now. Here go my Nintendo Switch controller. Probably see some movement in the background. I am moving. So, all right. So, it's already hooked up to the splitter. Like I said, when you hook up your splitter, is that make sure your game, the HDMI from the game itself goes into the middle of this splitter. Well, I'm using an on brand, so make sure, but whatever the other splitters that you have, make sure if it does require power, make sure you put a power source in. If it works with a USB to micro USB that goes into your power source, or maybe any other device that have different type of plugs. And if you could plug it into your Nintendo Switch, make sure that the HDMI splitter to pick up that power source well enough to power all of these HDMIs that goes to your computer and your TV at the same time. Now, and then you hook up your output to both your computer and your TV. That where you see that I have the TV already hooked up to my HDMI splitter. And now all I gotta do is hook up this baby here into the HDMI. Did I say that they about the color screen? Yep. I just didn't show it. I'm a bad tutor, am I? Leave up in the comments saying I'm a bad tutor. You explaining this stuff, but you don't show some of this stuff. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna hook this up right now. Hey, check it out. The game right there. See, it picks up the game. It's coming from the HDMI splitter itself as well. You can see at the bottom of the screen that you see the Vivitar capture card is picking up the audio. And it might, well, I don't think it's actually will be playing through. Since I ain't got it. Yeah, it's not going through there, but that's a good thing. I don't want to go through what another program I'm using to actually go through there. All right, so you see that we have our game going on right now. We move around. Like I said, it's instant for me. Yeah. So, hello. No. Thank you. Please come again. Yay. Okay. So yeah, you see that's working right now. All right. So now let's go ahead and check out for the audio. All right. So you see the audio down here. It is picking up that audio as we speak right now. Maybe it won't have an effect on me, but if we start hitting the recording right now, when we could do some of this recording and probably just move it around, something like that. You know, just jump around. because when he jump, you do hear sounds of him jumping. You think doing doing. All right, and let's stop the recording. All right, so let's go over here to the folders and find the recording that we just did. All right, go to videos, and let's see. Here it is, right here. More recordings on here, but here's the recording right here that we actually looking for. Let's play this right now and see what we got. Yeah, there we go. See, we got sounds coming through there, so it's no problem. Right? Yeah, another way to find out if sounds is actually going through here is that if this don't show up here, it's going to mute that. So let's say that this isn't up here at all. What you can do is that you can actually add the audio source from this game itself by going to add sources. And what we're going to do is that we're going to go to audio output capture. We're going to do Vivitar audio output. Okay, so we created a new device, and it don't show much at all because the only thing you just pick up is the audio devices. What we're going to do, we're going to go here to devices. We're going to go to, let's see, which one is it? Am I right on here? Wait. No, I think I'm wrong, people. I think I'm wrong. I don't think it's output, it's the input. Let's remove this. All right, let's go back to the sources. We're going to go to audio input capture. Vivitar audio input. All right, then we go to devices. All right, so yeah, microphone picking ups and stuff like that. All right, so what we're going to look for is this digital audio interface. Number 2, USB digital audio. Different name, but this is the USB audio right here. This is the capture card audio. So you click on that, click on OK, and they go to input right there. So you see it's doing the same thing just like the original game capture card audio input, but in this time here with its own input that is picking up from the device itself. Same way. So do some recording, and then we're gonna play around like we do. Going down. Whee! Okay, now, and then we're going to stop the recording. And then we're going to check it out again. Okay, so we go back to the folders, go into the video. Depends on what location you set your video recording on. It should be going to the video folder by default. You check up in the settings right here, and then you can check the video. Let's see. I think output. Yeah, the output. So when you go into your settings, you're going to go to output and go to recordings, recording path. It will save into this location here. You can save it to other location as well if you want to. Streaming, you can set your streaming bit rate, your audio bit rate, all the other stuff into the settings here. Your stream right here is depending on what platform you're using, like YouTube, Facebook, Restream, Twitter, Twitch, and then custom RTMPs that you're probably using, which are Stream Key and Stream URL. Also, some may require accounts and stuff. Yep, some will require accounts. Yep, so that's where your audio and video, your video would be going to, directly into your video folder. And let's see. Which, okay, that's the old one, this is the new one right here. So let's check it out and see what it sounds like. Yeah, so that's playing through there. Same way with the audio input device. Just by going to add sources. Then you're gonna go to what I say audio input capture because you're picking up the audio from the capture card itself. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this, and we're just gonna turn this back on because it is still picking up the audio anyway. So you're okay with this one. Now, if you want to hear the audio through your through this program itself, you're gonna go to right click on it, click on properties. Also, I think you can also right click on the screen itself and click on properties as well. Yep. And what you're gonna go down, go to audio output mode where it say capture audio only. What you're gonna go down, you're gonna go to audio, you're gonna go to the output desktop audio, you're gonna choose direct sound. Okay? And they're gonna play right through. So and to turn it back off, just go back to capture audio only. So you got your sounds playing through there. Work connected to the HDMI splitter. Game is connected to the main input of the HDMI splitter. The other two output goes to the computer and the TV itself. You got your audio. You found out how to do your audio. You found out how to add your capture card to it. You found out how to add an audio the secondary way if this don't show up in the primary. You found out how to have this. Hey, come on. You found out how to actually have this showing up by using the custom resolution in case that it doesn't show up already as it is by default when it's as device default. So go to yep. So play on device default if you want to, but if you want a more experience and clear, crisp looking graphics and make sure that it's stuck to 60 FPS and force it to 60 FPS, you just go to custom, choose your own resolution, choose your own FPS that you want. And video format, all the other stuff, you can actually leave these by default. If you do know about any of this stuff, then you could go ahead and change it to however you like. All right. So just in case that any of this doesn't show up, and you probably hear the little computer sounds to let you know that you have plug it in, but it probably doesn't pick this up right away. That when you go to sources and then you go to video capture device, and then you probably don't see USB video, but you probably see other devices on there as well. What you're gonna go to make sure is that you right click on the start button at the bottom left of the screen. And then you're gonna go to device management. Once you go inside device management, make sure that you don't see any of one of these lists that probably have unknown devices. If you do see that, that's possibly that your USB is kind of corrupted a little bit and it's not showing up in this list here. What you're gonna do is right click on it and probably have to go up in it. It might show just like a little thing like this or something like that. I wish I could find what audio input. Yeah, so just like the audio input right here. So here's the digital audio input right here for the device. As you can see, this is the USB audio digital. And for the video part, let's see. Since we're on here, let's go ahead and try to see what we can find about the video. Let's see. Other devices? Nope. Print process. Let's see. Software component. Nope. Display adapters. Nope. Computer. Cameras. Okay, cameras. USB video right here. Well, I didn't know that. I should have thought about it because it's actually a device. Yeah, so got your USB video right here for the capture card. Behind you, this is the Vivitar capture card. So keep in mind that any other devices that may look similar, like the Vivitar capture card, it may have a different name. So if you find like it's a different name on there, then you choose that. Don't be afraid to choose any type of devices to see what works and stuff like that. I'm already using a camera on my other one, so that would not work at all. Got the OBS virtual camera right here. Then you got the XSplit broadcaster, which is that you see right there in the background. Yep, but the main one that we're looking for is the USB video. That's the name of the device for the Vivitar capture card. I wish they actually would name it the actual device so we all know what device that we're using and stuff like that. This is it right here. Properties. I probably don't show the details about it, but this is your video capture card. If you happen don't see this, and probably down here it's gonna be at the bottom, like somewhere down below, it's gonna have like unknown device and stuff like that. What you're gonna do is, let's say you right click and then you click on uninstall device, and then whatever prompt that's come up, you uninstall that, and then you're gonna go up here. You're gonna go to update device drive. No. Yeah, scan for hardware changes. When you click on that, it's gonna search for anything that's plugged into your computer, like your Vivitar capture card, in this case, and you're probably gonna hear the sound, computer sound, to let you know that it'll pick up a device that's not in this list, and hopefully it'll show up as USB audio and your USB digital audio. Also unplug your device and plug it back in to make sure that it also picks it up as well. Also, if you have to, probably update the driver and see if there's any updates for it. It is already up to date. I don't think they'll actually just do some updates to it anyway, so it's probably be useless to use that feature. Due to the fact it just the capture card itself. So hopefully that helps out to understand about the whole setup about using the capture card, your HDMI splitter. Make sure your TV is picking up the game within your HDMI splitter. Make sure you check for your cords. You check for your HDMI cords, and make sure that your cords ain't corrupted and stuff like that. Because sometimes the inside of the HDMI port or the cables itself, the pins could be messed up, and then it may pick it up, but it's not going to go through completely because a pin is corrupted within the cable itself. Make sure you check your ports into your computer or your USB port into your Vivitar capture card or any other device that's similar to it, and make sure that the pins are not corrupted as well, because you can plug it into your computer and the computer will make a sound, but then it may set it up as an unknown device because it can't get the full stuff. I can't say it how I want to say it, but like the components and stuff to like pick up the capture card part, pick up the video part, pick up the audio part within that device, and all the other stuff. Also maybe have your Windows up to date. Maybe it's some type of software that's needed or any type of files that's needed that's need to be picked up and stuff like that for the video. I'm not sure. I haven't had a problem like that at all with any capture cards I have used. Well, actually, the only other previous capture cards I use is one of them is called, I forgot. It's been years, so I'm going to skip over that one. The other one I had is the what is that name of it? Aver Media. Aver Media, Aver capture card light. This one here is what I had right here. Not network. Image would be better. Yeah, so this is what I have right here. I also have that you need to, now with this one here, this is also the capture card that I usually use before. You probably can see that in the back of it, it has two HDMI, which is the input and the output. The input is picking up the of course the game, and the output goes to your TV. Now this capture card right here has a built-in output for the USB. It will pick up this capture card. It will install this part, but you also need a driver for this as well. So you have to download the driver from their website. Actually, before you get this, I'm gonna let you know right now, this capture card is no longer available within their website and their driver. So even though if you get their installation program that it will pick up all the capture card and install the necessary drivers for you, this will not pick it will not pick this up because this is discontinued. Now there may be other websites, they may still have this driver for the light. Actually, it's well worth it to get, and it's actually pretty good. I had no problem with it. Trying to install it, I had gotten a little confused at first. When you plug this up, it will install this device here itself, but not the driver that would probably supposed to came with it. You have to download the driver separately. So you have lights all around here, which is that it'll continue to go around in a circle to let you know that you have plugged this in and it pick up the device, but the lights that's going around in a circle will still move. When this completely picks up the device and its driver, this will be a solid light all the way around to let you know that it is ready to be used, and you could load this up into your streaming device, streaming program like the OBS or XSplit Broadcaster. Now the thing about this, of course, is that this definitely has latency on here. Like I would probably say around about at least 500 milliseconds to a second of latency on here. You might have to adjust if you was to get this. You might have to adjust it. I probably recommend getting the ones that they have on their website and their AverMedia website. So be sure you probably can see right here how this light is right here. That it's a full solid light. It's ready to be used and ready to go. You can see the 4 lights right here. One light will be lit up at a time to let you know that it's looking for additional drivers within your computer. You also have Elgato. These are also popular capture card that people use as well. I haven't used this, but it probably works just like the AverMedia capture card. Maybe better latency than the AverMedia. So you may have a lesser time for it to pick up on the game and stuff than the AverMedia would pick up the game itself with more time on there. So this could be better. I'm not sure. So you could try it out if you want to. But for me, I like using the. Hang on. You mean to tell me that I've been using this camera this whole time and not showing the device? I've been explaining this whole time. What's wrong with me, people? I'm doing a live stream tutorial and I'm messing up already. Oh, L in chat, loser. Yep, but like I said, and we're gonna do a short text on this. I did explain about it, so hopefully the explanation works on it for y'all. This is the Elgato capture card. All right, you got your output and your input on the other side. I wish I could show more detailed picture on here to tell you more about this. But yeah, so that's your Elgato HDMI. Pretty sure the power probably on the other side too, or maybe there's a USB that picks up the devices. So you got your output right here that goes to your TV, and then you got your input that picks up from the game, and probably the USB that picks up that the computer would pick up. And you may have maybe that you probably need additional drivers for this one. Not sure, but you may need additional driver for this one. Going back to the AverMedia that I had explained, in which that I did not show on this side on my video. Yes, I'm telling out live on the live stream right now. Yes, I made a mistake and trying to explain to y'all about it. But this is the AverMedia capture card that I had used. The output and the input. Okay, there's the input right there. I can see it faintly, the words on it, and the output that goes to the TV. Input coming from the game. This one here has a built-in output as well that goes to your computer, which is the USB, is to power this up. This will have lights all around it, and it needs to be a full solid light to let you know that it is ready to be used. This is actually a button to record directly from the capture card itself. So if you're ready to record, you just hit this button. Whatever that you're using on here, it will record for you, and just start recording. I never actually tried out just like that. I did it one time by mistake, and I kind of forgot how. But yeah. So you can see right here that the solid lights is right here, ready to be used. It needs additional driver for this here. Like I said, once again, when I mess up on the video, that I didn't show it, is that this one here is no longer available in the AverMedia store. Maybe they still have it, probably in some type of hidden links that they have on their website. I'm not sure, but I would recommend not to get this unless if you do want it, and if you can find the drivers on the website. You're looking for the GL310 LGP. Is it LTP, LTE, LGP, or whatever they're gonna have on it. I know it say LGP, but I think it's something else on the driver itself that you'll see. You're gonna, and it does work on Windows 11. I tested out for Windows 11. It's probably meant for 8, but I did test it out on Windows 11 and it did work. So just to let you know, but they will not update this anymore. If you was to update this driver itself. You also got the audio input and output too as well. Like you can actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually use. I pretty much use the output because, yeah, I pretty much use the output because I want to hear the audio coming from the headphones. You can see the cord right here, which is the output for the computer. This one here has This one here does have latency on here, so just to let you know. Probably around about 500 milliseconds before a video come in. You may hit the button on your game on the TV back here, but then the game you haven't picked that up yet within that 500 milliseconds. So they'll come in, and then you might have to adjust your microphone audio to sync with your gameplay. And you may have to sync the gameplay audio with your video as too. So you can see right here the setup that the input, the game goes into the input, and the output goes to the computer. You need this plug in first. You can actually plug these in too, but you actually need this in to have this working so the computer can actually pick it up, and you'll be able to find your device on your streaming software. Got others as well too. I pretty much recommend probably looking at one of the others. On the portable is what they call it. But me personally, I actually like using the Vivitar capture card because it goes onto your computer instantaneously, with probably just very, very slight latency on there that you probably couldn't even tell. Well, I think I explained enough about how the capture card works and how the setup is with your HDMI splitter and how to input your audio. I think I got everything covered on there. I think discard it. So yeah, you got your audio output right here. Why there's two of them? Did I put this as 2 times? I did, didn't I? Wait. USB video. Oh, because I was explaining about the I was explaining about adding the video card, and then if it don't show up as like You see here that you go to custom resolution, it'll pick up the game itself. But this is already one playing in the background, playing right now. As you see right here, so that would not work. Yep. So we got all that set up. What are you now? Oh, discard. I ain't made no changes to you. Yeah. So got all that set up. Then, like I said, once you get your setup going, you could actually adjust your screen here. Doesn't affect the resolution of the screen. Um, the output may be different depending on what you set up on there. You can add your little chat box. You can move this down. Like how I put all my games like down here with the chat box on the side. Maybe a camera at the bottom and a live notification at the top. And probably some background in the back to show what type of game I'm playing with the title up here at the top. Yeah. You'll set up the way how you want to. Well, hopefully I explained enough about this. I also explained about how you can check your device too by going to device management by right clicking on the start button at the bottom left, and then go to your device management and check and see. You're going to go to audio input and output device right here. Make sure that this is in there. The USB digital audio, that's your capture card audio output or input. And then you're going to go down here to the cameras, which is your video input. So that's where it pick up the game. That's the name of the capture card for the Vivitar, and that's the name up here, digital audio interface, which is the USB digital audio for your capture card. So you have both audio and video inputs within that one device. And if it doesn't, I did explain how you just add the source for your audio, go to audio input, then hit OK, and then you're gonna go to your devices, and then you're gonna go to the digital audio interface, which is the USB digital audio for the capture card. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Tell me about what's going on. It might be I had one comment on it as well, talking about the device that when people go on their on their live chat. I forgot how that's taught. You know how it is on Xbox and also PlayStation. I never actually did a live chat on PlayStation before, so I probably wouldn't ask me about that. I never did a live stream over an Xbox using a live chat as well. But they are asking about picking up the audio from a live chat as well. I know I'm not sure if the Xbox One would have that, but one time during the time years ago, 360 time, is that there was a audio where you could actually pull the audio from within the TV and probably your live chat as well, and plug it into your computer as a secondary output, while you're still hearing your primary output over your headphones and stuff like that. And it may work like that, but the Xbox One, I know probably they had their little audio output for the microphone coming through your headphones through your controller at the bottom of it. I can't explain well enough about this. So if anybody else that does have this features on there for your Xbox One and stuff like that, or PlayStation, help your fellow gamers out. Probably help me out as well too. I'm always looking for options to try to help out the best way I can. And hopefully this tutorial actually helps you out. So if you think it helps you out for setting up this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to do more tutorials about certain things about how to set up and stuff like that, then I would be glad to try to help out the best way I can and explain the best way I can about some more stuff that's dealing with probably like the capture card and the gaming and stuff like that. But if you do happen to have this working just like how it's supposed to work, leave it on there, say it works for me, thank you, and stuff like that. And hey, show some love. But until then, I'll see you guys next time, probably on the live stream. I'm not gonna do no live tonight. Also I do make musics as well too from like old past games. So if you want to check that out, go to my other channel, which is Musically Inspired. You probably could look it up as Musically Inspired 58. With the @ sign, Musically Inspired 58. Check it out on the channel. And if you have any requests about music that you want me trying to make and stuff like that, feel free to leave it up in the Musically Inspired channel about the music that you want me to try to make. Make sure that it's a game and the name of the music or the stage number if you don't know the name of the music, or the stage name, or however the description that you want to put it for that particular music. And I would try my best to make a similar music to that particular stage or whatever it is, and just be on the lookout for it. But hopefully this tutorial helps you out well enough. Until again, gamers.